Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today CUBI just filed an 8K and I'm seeing a couple of key takeaways that matter. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is giving us an early look at their second quarter 2026 financial results, and it is worth digging into. Customers Bancorp Incorporated, the company behind Customers Bank, is reporting its latest financial information. They are giving us a peek at their numbers for the quarter that ended on the 30th of June 2026. This is a big deal because it gives us a look at how the bank is performing in the current economic climate. Even before their official earnings call, the filing is dated the 23rd of July 2026 and it includes a press release with unaudited financial information. This means the numbers presented are preliminary and might be subject to minor changes. Think of it as getting a sneak peek before the final report card comes out. So, what is inside this press release? Well, it is basically a snapshot of their financial condition and their results of operations. It is filed under item 2.02 of the 8, which is specifically for reporting earnings. This alert is designed to quickly inform investors about significant financial developments. In addition to the press release, the company has also posted a slide presentation on its website, which is also included as an exhibit. This presentation likely breaks down the financial information in a more visual and digestible way, often used for investor calls or webcasts. It is filed under item 7.01, which covers Regulation FD disclosures. Regulation FD, or fair disclosure, aims to ensure that all investors have access to the same material information at the same time, preventing selective disclosure. Now, while this 8K doesn't contain the full detailed financial tables that we often see in a 10Q or 10K filing, it points us to where we can find that information. The press release as Exhibit 99.1 and the presentation in Exhibit 99.2 are the key pieces here. The company is saying, here is what we're seeing financially and here is some slides to help you understand it. What's significant is that this filing is happening on the 23rd of July 2026. This means they are giving investors an update on their second quarter performance, which concluded on the 30th of June 2026. This timing is important because it allows the market to react to the company's performance relatively quickly. They are not waiting for a later date to share the preliminary numbers. In terms of specifics about the financial performance, the 8K itself doesn't offer much beyond stating that these financial results are being announced. We have to refer to exhibits 99.1 and 99.2 for the actual numbers. However, the fact that they are releasing this information suggests they believe it is important for investors to know. Looking at the broader context, Customers Bancorp, or CUBI as it is traded on the New York Stock Exchange, is a player in the financial services sector. Companies like this are constantly being watched for their ability to navigate interest rate environments, manage loan portfolios, and maintain profitability. Recent news headlines suggest that the market is indeed paying attention to CUBI. Its price action and momentum shifts, indicating investor interest in its performance. The securities registered under Section 12B of the Act tell us that the company's common stock, trading under the ticker CUBI, is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. They also have subordinated notes traded under CUBB, also on the NYSE. This shows a certain level of financial sophistication and market presence. This type of filing, an 8K, is typically used to report material events that shareholders would want to know about promptly. In this case, it is the announcement of quarterly financial results. While it is not the full audited report, it's a crucial update, the disclaimer within the 8K, stating that this information shall not be deemed filed for purposes of Section 18 of the Securities Exchange Act, is standard. It means that while the information is public, the company is not taking on the same level of liability as if it were part of a formal registration statement or a detailed quarterly report. It's a way to share information early without fully committing to it legally until the official filings are made. So what is the story here? Customers Bancorp is providing an early look at its second quarter 2026 financial performance via a press release and a presentation. This is a move to keep investors informed and to signal how the bank is doing. Without the exhibits, we can't dive into specific revenue figures or profit margins, but this filing itself tells us the company is actively communicating its financial status. When we look at financial institutions, what is always key is their ability to grow their loan books while keeping bad loans in check. Interest income is their bread and butter, but managing expenses and capital reserves is just as vital. We often see banks release these types of updates to manage market expectations before the full earnings report. The fact that they're releasing this now in July means they've likely finalized their preliminary numbers for the June quarter. This allows them to get ahead of any potential market speculation or rumors. It's a proactive step for transparency. Consider this filing as an advance notification of what to expect in their more detailed quarterly report. While we don't have the deep dive numbers here, the fact that they are releasing this information suggests they are confident enough in their preliminary figures to share them. Investors in CUBI will definitely want to review Exhibits 99.1 and 99.2 to understand the actual financial performance. The filing includes a signature from Mark R. McCollum, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. This signifies that the information is being officially presented by the company's leadership. Given the current market, banks are often scrutinized for their net interest margins, how they're handling deposits, and their exposure to potential economic downturns. This release from Customers Bancorp is a chance for them to address these concerns directly. The biggest takeaway from this specific filing is that Customers Bancorp wants its investors to know its preliminary second quarter 2026 financial picture. It's a signal of their commitment to transparency and timely communication. We will need to look at the attached exhibits. Exhibit 99.1 being the press release and Exhibit 99.2 being the slide presentation, to understand the actual financial story. What I am really looking for in the attached documents are signs of sustained profitability and growth in their core banking operations, particularly in light of the current economic conditions. The risk I am watching is how well they are managing their loan portfolio and interest rate sensitivity. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more. Join our Discord linked in the description.